a very contentious topic which always remains in news for its ethical reasons, whether it is right or wrong. And now again a new development has taken place, and we are talking about the topic of surrogacy in India. Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the new development that has taken place on the new rule of surrogacy. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we'll be looking at the news, then what the new change or the amendment has taken place, then what are the types of surrogacy, Surrogacy Regulation Act of 2021. In the end, prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is government policies. Very important from mains perspective with regard to what is surrogacy, what are the changes that has taken place, and Surrogacy Regulation Act of 2021. So the news talks about donor gametes are allowed, what the new rule on surrogacy says. So the donor gametes have been allowed now. Earlier this was not allowed, but now with a new rule on surrogacy, donor gametes are allowed. So first of all, we need to understand that what surrogacy is. This is a term which we keep on hearing on our day-to-day life, that the child got birth by using the method of surrogacy. Now, surrogacy in a layman's term, or in a very simple term if I talk about, then like imagine this is a couple, and the married couple is not able to give birth to the baby because of many reasons. Now imagine the reasons can be that the female does not have a uterus, or there is a problem of infertility, or there can be any type of medical conditions. So the couple is not able to give birth to a baby or to a child. Now what happens, under certain conditions the couple can adopt for surrogacy. Now what happens in a surrogacy method is that there will be another female who will give birth to the baby on behalf of the couple. So the intending couple, they will be the real parents, they will be the parents, and this lady or the female, she will give birth to their baby. So she will conceive, then she will raise the baby for 9 months, and then she will give the birth to the baby. But the egg or the eggs can be taken from the couple. And earlier there was certain conditions on which the donor gametes was not allowed, but now it has been allowed. The topic of using eggs of female or the sperm of male always remains in news, and whether surrogacy is ethically right or wrong is also a point which is always debated. But in simple terms, I hope now the point of surrogacy is clear. So what has happened is that center has amended the surrogacy rules, and it has allowed couples to use donor eggs or donor sperm for surrogacy. Now donor eggs means that the female would be able to donate, and donor sperm means that the male would be able to donate. So it means that the other female which will give birth to the intended couple child, so the eggs or the sperm can come from the couple. So the couple's eggs and sperm will be of the couple, but the person who will be conceiving the baby or who will be carrying the baby will be a different individual, or will be a different female. So now this has been allowed. Earlier this was not allowed. So the center has allowed couples to use donor eggs or donor sperm for surrogacy. So this is the new change that has been brought. And this has overturned a previous amendment which was made in 2023 that banned the use of donor gametes. So earlier the use of donor gametes was banned, but now it has been overturned. So the surrogacy regulation rules of 2022 or 21, it has been overturned, and now the donor eggs or donor sperm for surrogacy has been allowed. And the new notification says, so these are the exact lines. So the new notification says, in case when the district medical board certifies that either husband or wife constituting the intending couple suffers from medical condition necessitating use of donor gamete, then surrogacy using donor gamete is allowed. So it is not that in every single case the surrogacy of or the donor gamete or eggs would be allowed. No, the medical condition has to be there that the couple or the female is not able to give birth to the child. So the district medical board needs to certify that the husband or the wife is suffering from a medical condition, and only in that case this will be allowed, that the donor gamete will be allowed. So the medical condition has to be there. It will not be taking place in every single case, and it is a relaxation for the intending couple, because we see that nowadays there are medical conditions which the couple is suffering from or the husband or the wife is suffering from. So this comes as a big relaxation for them. And if a divorced or widowed woman opts for surrogacy, the egg has to come from the mother. Now this has also been said that if a divorced or a widowed woman, so if the female is divorced or the female is widow, then the female, if is opting for the surrogacy, then the egg has to come from the mother. That is, the egg has to come from the divorced or the widowed woman. Then single woman, widow or divorce undergoing surrogacy must use self eggs. It means anyone else's eggs will not be used. They have to use their own eggs and donor sperm to avail surrogacy procedure. So the divorced or a widowed woman needs to use her own self eggs. So these are the changes that has been brought. Now implications of this amendment. So before the March 2023 notification, it insisted on the use of both eggs and sperm from the intending couple. The surrogacy rules allowed the use of donor eggs but not sperm. So before this notification or before this change, what was allowed was that the donor eggs was allowed but sperm was not allowed. But now both are being allowed. And the March 2023 notification was challenged in the Supreme Court by a woman. So this notification of 2023 about the donor eggs being allowed but the donor sperm was not allowed was challenged by a woman, and she was suffering from the MRKH syndrome. I think the pronunciation is a bit difficult, so let me try it. That is Mayer-Rokitansky-Kuster-Hauser syndrome. So she was suffering from this syndrome, and because of which the reproductive system gets affected and it causes infertility many a times. So she was suffering from this problem. So she challenged this notification of donor eggs being allowed and not donor sperms. So this happened, and now who will benefit from this change or the new rule that has brought in? The new amendment will keep surrogacy open to older women as well as those who cannot produce eggs because of certain medical conditions. Now the female who are older in age, like for example who are above 35 years of age or who are 40 years of age, because of certain medical conditions, the females after the age of 35-40 might face medical difficulties in giving birth to a baby, but the females who are willing to become a mother, so they will be at an advantage. Quality and number of eggs go down with age. So many a times that the females who wants to become mother at a older age but cannot because of the medical conditions, like for example the number of eggs go down or the quality of the eggs also go down. And women who opt for surrogacy, so surrogacy many a times people consider as the last option. Before surrogacy they almost try all other options, but if the all other options are not working, then in the end they can go for surrogacy. Now contentions with surrogacy for a single woman. Now the access to surrogacy only to two categories of single women, those who are widowed or divorced. So it is not that every single woman can go for surrogacy. If that will be allowed, then this might create a very big problem, because then every single mother cannot go for surrogacy. There are certain conditions that a person can go for surrogacy. So that is a widowed woman or a divorced woman, and also the woman should have the capability to raise the child. Then women's own eggs have to be used. Anyone else's eggs will not be used. Provisions have been challenged in the Delhi High Court by a 44-year-old unmarried woman. So this was also challenged. And there were other criticism also which was there with regard to the single persons living in couples and the LGBTQI plus couples. So we have seen that the living in couples, though they are not married but they want to have children, and the LGBTQ community also want to have children, but they were not allowed to have children because of many complications. So these are few of the criticisms of the Surrogacy Act. Now surrogacy is intended for, so for whom the surrogacy is intended for women who have a missing or abnormal uterus. So these are the conditions on which the surrogacy can be opted for. Missing or abnormal uterus, because this becomes a complicated medical condition. Uterus surgically removed due to a medical condition, because if the female does not have a uterus, it is not possible for the woman to give birth to a baby, and it becomes very difficult for the woman also on her body to take it. Then failed to conceive after multiple rounds of IVF. Women living with conditions that make it impossible for them to carry the pregnancy to term, and if they carry the pregnancy, that will be harmful for the health of the mother also, or which makes a pregnancy life threatening for both the mother and for the baby. Then comes the types of surrogacy. So there are basically two types, that is the altruistic surrogacy and the commercial surrogacy. So the altruistic surrogacy is that the monetary compensation is not allowed in this. The medical expenses and the insurance coverage during the pregnancy is given, but the monetary compensation is not given. So the altruistic surrogacy is legal. Then there is commercial surrogacy. So commercial surrogacy is when the monetary benefit is given to the other person or rewards are given to the other person. So the commercial surrogacy is not allowed. Altruistic surrogacy is allowed, but commercial is not allowed. Now, Surrogacy Regulation Act of 2021, this prohibits commercial surrogacy but allows altruistic surrogacy, and the act permits surrogacy when it is so permissible when it is for intending couples who suffer from proven infertility, altruistic in nature, not for commercial purposes, not for producing children for sale, prostitution or other forms of exploitation. So that is absolutely big no. For any other condition or disease specified through regulations. And what are the offences? Penalty of up to 10 years and fine of up to 10 lakh rupees. So if anyone is seen not following the rules, then penalty of 10 years and also fine of up to 10 lakh rupees. Now that's all, and in the end of prelims MCQ, and people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So consider the following statements. Allow couples to use donor eggs or donor sperm for surrogacy, the recent change that has been made. Center amended Surrogacy Regulation Act of 2022 to get to the amendment or the new change that has been brought. Which of the statement given above are correct? That is 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, neither 1 nor 2. So this question is with regard to the change that has recently been brought. So give me the answer in the comment section, and that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time. Keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.